Welcome. My name is Anya, and today I'll be discussing with you my case study analysis results about a class I've taken earlier in my UMUC career. This online course that I evaluated was one that I appreciated, and I felt I learned a great deal of valuable information in that will be useful for the remainder of my time in the program and in the future. Learning Design, Media, and Emerging Technologies, instructed by Dr. Eli Collins Brown, was the course that I decided to take a deeper look into, as it was a course that I enjoyed very much. Creating a design document, learning about web-based tools, and designing course content such as interactive modules were all educational tools that assisted me in completing numerous projects throughout the course. Using scorecards such as the QCTIP or OLC scorecard allows for the learner to narrow the scope to see how effective the course was and if they learned anything. For this case study, the OLC scorecard was used to evaluate the effectiveness of the course design used by the instructor. This scorecard was broken into different areas and categories that allowed the learner or user to rate each statement on a scale ranging from 0 to 2. Using this scoring system allowed me to look at the course content and design from a different lens. There were some areas that I discovered during the evaluation process that I thought helped me as a learner in succeeding the course. The areas assisted me in feeling comfortable in the course enough to speak freely on specific discussion posts and also consult with peers on tasks that I didn't feel as confident in. The areas that were scored the highest for me was building community and class discussion and engagement. Feeling like there was a real classroom setting virtually was a huge component for me as an online learner. Having the sense of community throughout online education in the course allowed me to feel comfortable to share and ask questions. I was able to not only understand my peers more, but also reach out to them for feedback or assistance when I didn't specifically know what I was doing or if I was going in the right direction. With effective areas come ineffective areas. Prior to using the OLC scorecard rubric, I was aware that there were areas I didn't specifically favor in the course, but I was unaware that it was an area that could decide the effectiveness of a course. These two areas that weren't scored as highly for me were areas that I felt maybe could have improved my online experience just a little bit more. Areas that I felt I struggled more than others when it came to the content were instructor role and communication. As a learner, I felt those were two of the areas that I needed a presence with most, especially instructor role, to feel that I was on the right track when it came to my coursework and assignments that I was turning in. I would have liked to receive feedback just a little bit faster to ensure that there wasn't an assignment that needed correction or content that I needed to adjust before moving forward to the next project. Recommendations that I have for this course would be to ensure that everything the learner needs to complete a task or project are accessible and also increase the instructor role. As an online learner, I can't say enough that receiving feedback is something that is looked forward to so that they can know that they're going in the right direction. And there were times in LDT 620 that this was extremely delayed. Having an open line of communication between the learner and the instructor is important because it allows for the learner to go through a trial and error period. This period will allow learners to bring in their ideas for submission, and if it isn't the direction that the instructor was looking for the content to go, the feedback would give the learner a chance to adjust it. Overall, using the OLC scorecard to rate a previous course on areas such as content, community, accessibility, and learning outcomes allowed me as a learner to see areas that impacted my educational experience while also viewing areas that may have hindered it or could have been a bit stronger. Using this tool has made me realize that there are many areas that determine largely if a course is effective or not. This rubric is needed to improve online education because once these scores are submitted, this will allow the instructor or creator of content to do any fine-tuning for their upcoming classes. We've reached the end of this case study analysis. Do you have any questions?